let me say this. Had I not built the bridge for myself, other people wouldn't be able to use it.
Period. And that's how I feel
So
too.
I just, anytime I'm feeling like, oh my God, right. I'm just like, girl,
what it do, baby? It's your girl, Chris, coming to you with another episode of PSA with Flavor. And as y'all can see today, we got a guest, my baby. My baby, Sierra. Yes. Listen, y'all, I can't even tell y'all right now how proud I am of this girl, okay? I done watched her come from the trenches to a 6-figure business, is it?
Not the trenches. Like, I was on my way to the trenches, and then I had, redirected. But I want to say the trenches.
Okay, so almost the trenches, y'all.
Right.
And then a redirection. But we here for it either way, baby. Because we started from the bottom, now we here. Yes. So go ahead, plug yourself in, sis. Tell us.
Okay, so my name is Sierra. I go by Business Bae as well. I am a first-time entrepreneur, but I am mostly focused on my new company, which is Ego the Agency, which is a social media strategy agency where we help turn followers into clients. And I just started that in January 2021. We've already hit 5 figures for that company. I'm projecting to hit 6 figures by this time next year. So I am super excited about that. And shout out to Crystal too, because baby girl been on the journey as well.
I have been, y'all.
And I'm so happy to see you finally doing what you always wanted to do, or what we talked about you doing. So
yay! Thank you. Yes, y'all. So today's episode, I felt like was fitting, even though it was last minute. We're going to talk about purpose because, like Miss Business Bae said, we all been on journeys, and she and I have personally been in touch with each other throughout our transition.
Right.
So, and I had just said that I recorded this episode before and I absolutely hated it because it was not made for me to talk about by myself, clearly. And that's okay. That's okay. So I'm gonna start with you, Miss Business Bae. What do you feel like your purpose is?
That's the starting question, but that's heavy. To be honest, my purpose is to bridge people from who they used to be and who they're stepping into being. It was kind of hard to swallow that, like, well, I gotta be the bridge person all the time. And because sometimes once people cross the bridge, they don't always appreciate the bridge after they get past it. Mm-hmm. And so I dealt with that for a while, but now I'm comfortable in my purpose. I'm comfortable with this space, and I love what I do. I love to see people, blossom after we talk, or after I help them tweak something, or even if they just vent to me and then I see them doing their thing, I'll be like, well, maybe that was just a thing they had to let out. But I would say that my purpose is being a bridge for people who are like at the fork in the road of their life, and just encouraging them to take the road that will lead them, down a better path and ultimately a better life.
Yes, I like that. I would say for me, I'm not going to say I'm not really sure what my purpose is, but I feel like it's a wide range purpose. At different points in my life, I feel purposeful for different things. So I think that one of my main purposes is to network people. I always seem to find a way to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Even if I'm really not trying to, I always do. So I definitely think that one of my purposes is to network people. I also think one of my purposes is to be a healer. I tend to be the person that everybody vents to and everybody talks to and everybody looks for when they do something as far as mental. And that's okay. I'm here for that. I love being that person, a vessel, if anything. And I'm here for that. So those are my two main. The other ones still up for discussion. I really don't know.
Right.
Excuse my child, y'all. What you need? Nothing. Okay. So, right though. Listen, Harper gonna make her presence known no matter what we do.
That's her purpose.
No matter what I do. And that's okay. Okay, listen. Libra, one extreme or the other, literally.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just ask, can a person's purpose be to just wander around and experience life? Like, do you think that every single person has a purpose, or do you think that some people don't really have one? They just here.
Well, now I don't want to recant my first answer, but my answer to that is that we all share a purpose. And that purpose is companionship and to keep energy going and to keep life going in general, which is why, like, I think, a part of people's purpose and most people's mind is, reproduction and things of that nature. But I also feel like our purpose is whatever we make it at that time. And when people are unable to adjust, that's when you see like, they can't be living in their purpose because they're not happy and the people around them aren't happy. So I think that if you're happy and the people around you are happy, that in some way you're all purposeful to each other, but it might not be in the same ways. So ultimately, I would say that everybody shares a purpose of companionship. And whether that be something that has a negative or positive effect, because good things come out of negative things, unfortunately. But I really am sold on the idea that everyone has a purpose and is to be purposeful to the people that are around them.
Yes, I'm here for that. I don't know. I feel the same way too. I do think sometimes people are here to occupy space. They're fillers.
That might be their purpose at that time.
Right. I do think that some people are absolutely like fillers, especially for me. I come into contact with a lot of fillers.
I've heard Saint calling them placeholders.
Yeah.
Zeros.
They really are placeholders sometimes. And I think they come to me because I need to fine tune understanding that they are placeholders and nothing more. Like, I think that's something.
No shade though to those people.
Listen, no shade to y'all, but sometimes that's exactly what y'all are. And I have to learn to treat y'all as such. Not even in a disrespectful way, but I'm just saying.
Quick question. Do you think that they're placeholders? Do you think that you're not properly using them?
Sometimes it can be both. Like, I just stopped actually talking to a person because I felt like he was a placeholder. We wasn't even talking romantically. Like, it was just like a platonic ass situation. And I just felt like I'm really not getting anything from this. And you seem like you're not trying to, I hate to say give, but you seem like you're not trying to pour anything into this. So it's kind of like, there's no purpose for you. But just from us having conversation and, getting to know each other, he is somebody that would be pouring into somebody, or, his wavelength, his train of thought, his, mindset and everything is where it should be. And I was just like, oh, okay, this is gonna be a great friendship. But then once we really started being friends, it was kind of like, okay, so maybe you possess all these things, but you're just not ready to pour them out. Or maybe I'm not the person that's supposed to be receiving. So that was cool. I mean, but girl, I'm tired of these placeholders. If you don't got nothing to pour into me right now in this place, I don't think I have space for it. And it's sad because I love holding space for people. I love being a safe haven for people. I love being that. But where I am right now, I can definitely be that for people, but it gets overwhelming. It gets overwhelming for sure. And I just be trying to figure out if I really want to be that person anymore. I go back and forth with it all the time. All the time. Okay, so tell us about this new avenue, because I am not 100% up to date on it. So this new business, let's hear it.
So the year before last, I was like super deep into business, and I started not only running my company, my first company from the Red, which is a holistic wellness company, but I also started to voice my journey a little bit and share things with people that helped me, because at the beginning I had no one to help me. And I was just like very frustrated that every time I want to learn something, I got to go learn it. Like nobody just tell you, like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was doing what I was doing. So I became frustrated, but I put in the legwork, and I was like, I would hate for people to spend a whole year doing what I had to do. And so last year, I did a year of free webinars, free calls with people. Like, and Crystal will tell you, like, I'm the type of person, if you hit me up, like, I'll be like, okay, you got time to talk right now. I will call you. I will try and help you the best way that I can as far as getting you information. What you do with that information, don't got nothing to do with me. So I did that, and people were like, you're really good at this. And on Twitter, I took my account from like 500 followers this time last year to now I have 8.7K without like super viral tweets, without doing any ads, all organic growth. And a lot of it came from me just giving people information and being a person that's not a gatekeeper. And people were like, okay, I wish you could just do this for me, or da 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 da. And then so in 2021, I was like, okay, I'm going to start making some money because I'm spending a lot of time on this. And so I started offering services such as like social media management, like business development, brand identity, color palettes, all of that stuff. And then I was like, I felt myself kind of being afraid to jump. And I'm not a fearful person at all, if you know me. And so I was like, okay, well, I have to take this mask off. So either I'm going to stand in fear and be a fearful person, or I'm going to be who I know myself to be and take a leap. And so I did that. And I opened Ego the Agency. And my slogan is business isn't personal, it's personality. And I had that slogan because I always felt like people were like, she's good at this, or, oh, she's really intelligent, but she doesn't act like other intelligent people. Or there's this face of what intelligence is supposed to be. There's this face of what professional is supposed to be. And I was like, but I'm both of those things, and I act nothing like neither one of those people. And so I just started being myself and presenting information in the same way. And so professionalism to me, is really being confident in whatever you're doing. So it has nothing to do with what you look like, unless it's sexual harassment, of course. It has nothing to do with the things that you say, unless they're being perceived as inappropriate to someone and you proceed. So it's all about getting it done and creating an effective communication. And honestly, I got out of my own way and realized that I was damn good at it. And so it had low overhead. I was like, I need to do this. It's much different than my other businesses, which are very much product-based. And so I jumped into service-based business, and it has been amazing. So right now, the two things that people always get from me is like a social media audit. And so that's where I go through your social media. I go through your website. And I basically tell you, like, this isn't a good system, or this doesn't flow here, or maybe you should move this around. Let's use this wording. I also highlight your strengths and then give you ideas. Like, I like what you're doing here. I don't necessarily like this, but hey, maybe this is an idea that could help. And then creating social media strategies where I sit down and say, mark this on this day, drop this, comment this many times. Let's go for these goals and the whole nine. So those are my two most prominent services, and I love doing it. It's been great.
Yes. Listen, I need some of that because
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
I really think for me, I think I need a social media manager because I honestly forget. It's like if I don't put it on my calendar, if I don't
hit my
reminder, I will forget.
Hit my line.
Listen, I need to, okay? We trying to take people stay on the map, okay? I'm trying to put it on the map.
Yeah, you should.
Yes. So that's what's up. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you, okay? Listen, all the little powwows we used to have on my damn lunch break, girl.
Right. No, and it's appreciated too. And I think there's something special about holding people accountable for their character, but also allowing them to process life on their own. And I feel like we both did that very well for each other. Like, we'd check in and be like, how you doing? And be like, oh, I'm here. Or, oh, that shit on pause right now. And we were never just like negative, but we're just like, okay, just remember, you got something to do. You got something to give to people. So make sure you come back to it. But that's one of the things that I love the most about our conversations, that it never felt pushy. It never felt like hurry the fuck up. It was more so just like, right, I mean, you could do more. You should do more.
Yes, listen, y'all. All the people that I've told my ideas about, this one right here always had my back. Always had my back.
I appreciate that. I love to hear it because I really try to. I think anything is possible. So when people be telling me stuff, they be like, yeah, so I want a Bentley that's shaped like a tricycle. And then on the back, I'm going to have flames coming out. And I'll be like, you could do that.
Right.
Because you could. You can do that. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to be hard. I'm not saying it don't take, personnel. I'm not saying it's going to be done next year. Mm-hmm. But it's possible.
Yes, y'all, it's possible, okay? Listen, I'm gonna tap in because I need that. I need all of that, okay?
See me, pull up on me.
Because I be struggling, okay? I be forgetting. I was supposed to post a show last week. Forgot to send the link. Listen.
Now. Okay, let's just keep going because I ain't even gonna do that to you right now.
Listen, okay, so let's talk about the skincare because what's going on? Is that coming back? Is it what we doing?
So From the Rib is active right now. I just did a restock 2 weeks ago. I'm actually proud to say that I moved like my warehouse and working station into my family's basement. And so I started teaching them how to do stuff. I'm teaching them right now, like how to pack orders, what to include in them. And my goal is to be able to retire them within the next year and just have them working for me and have them kind of like take over that business and really make it a family-owned company and a family work company. So where, like, if my little cousins need their first job, they can come through, they can learn, the prospects of business and things like that. And so everybody can have something to take with them and just really grow some pride in my family. So, yeah, she's doing amazing. I added 10 new products this last go around. And one of them is a line of herbal supplements. So those are doing fantastic. We have one for metabolism and insulin resistant people. We have one for hair and nails. And then we also have a super green that'll help you get your vitamins for the day. So those are doing like amazingly well. And I love to see that. So 2 fun facts. Mostly Black people shop with me. And I have only assisted Black-owned businesses. I have yet to work with a Caucasian business.
I know that's right. Listen,
but the thing is, like, I want to make it clear. I'm not saying I don't want their money. I'm not saying they're not my target audience, so I don't specifically go after them. But I think it's pretty interesting that I just haven't had any. Like, but I love the fact that I have been able to help and facilitate the direction of my people's growth. So that has been very fulfilling.
Because we love it. I made it a point to try to shop at only Black-owned businesses. That's been a thing for me for the past 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, when she first started with the rose water, okay, I was on it, and I still use them. Y'all be asking me what I use on my skin. That rose water, I use it on my baby skin right now. Like, we use the water, we use the soaps. I love it. She was the only person that I trusted with my Yanni oil. I wasn't playing with that. Because listen, I remember you told me
Harper knocked it over.
Knocked over my damn oil, and I was so hurt because it was a brand new bottle. And I'm like, wow. Man. Wow.
I got the bigger bottles now too.
Yes, I'm gonna get some because I actually just ran out. So I'm gonna get some. But yes, y'all, listen, y'all be asking what I'm using on my skin for the rib. It's good products, they quality, they last. It ain't you buy it and it's done. And it usually take me about 3 months to use 1 bar of soap. Mm-hmm. So that green tea, listen, that green tea rose, it do something to me. It do something to me, but that's
I ain't
me and
gonna drop all my secrets, but it's giving what it's supposed to have, guys.
Okay, it's giving. It's giving.
It is.
I use that on Harper's face. I use that on her body because I had to move away. I had to move away from regular store-bought products because our skin is too sensitive now. It's too sensitive. But the rose water every day, my face, her face, the green tea and rose, it does her skin beautiful, especially when her eczema is acting up bad. Oh my goodness. Listen, I'm telling y'all now, y'all would get hit to my girl. Oh my goodness. We just trying to get out there. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was going to go back to skin products, but I think I'm done.
It is. It's tough out there.
It's tough.
It's tough out there. It is tough out there. If my customers and clients wasn't like, girl, you cannot shut down, I would. But y'all don't be having that. So I'll be like, okay, I'm going to restock.
Listen. It's tough. And I'm like, I really don't need to do it because I got you and I got Grace.
Yeah.
Grace be doing her thing. That's my girl.
Does.
She be doing her
thing.
Does. She be doing
I'm very proud of her, man. Very, very proud of her.
That black soap skin foam
liquid soap. Yeah.
I love
it. She put her foot in it, okay?
She do her thing for sure. So I'm like, shoot, I don't need to make nothing. I don't need to make nothing.
No, for real. I'll be a consumer on this one.
I just need y'all to come on my little show. That's
right.
It. Look, that's it.
You are sick.
Yes, just come on my little show. Okay, so when you not being Business Bae, what you doing? What you doing? Look, nothing.
Vacationing. That's what I want to be doing. No, but I'm very glad in my business. For anybody who doesn't know, I am full time. Like I work from home. I create all of my own income. And so I just got a new puppy. I got a new puppy. She downstairs though. But I have a new puppy. I just moved into a new place. So I now live in a 3-level townhouse instead of a 1-level apartment. So that's two bathrooms, not one.
Okay.
But, so even, that's small to some people, but to me, that's big that I was able to, start being able to afford some of the things that I wanted in life. And right now I just joined a Black traveling group. So I got a new car this year too.
Yes, come on, with abundance.
So, come on. I am very, very, I'm all about progression and more hard work this year because next year, honey.
Listen, new tax bracket. Don't talk to me.
See, that's the thing. I'm not like that. I'll be a millionaire and nobody will know.
That's what I like. Because that's how it's supposed to be.
No, literally, because I just don't, I enjoy experience instead of materials.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you see me in Napa Valley.
Okay, with white folks.
No.
Well,
my friends.
Not with them, but in the same area.
For some of you, yeah. But yeah, like when I want to go to Napa Valley. Oh, my 2 dream trips, one to Ghana and one to Japan. I want to go to Japan sometime next year. And Ghana, I want to go like around. I really want to go to Ghana for New Year's next year. Because I heard to be lit.
Because I actually really want to do like a full trip of Africa. Like I want to be an extended trip. Like,
yeah. And the thing about Africa is like, baby is big. It's a continent. Like, baby is big. So I always think like, okay, I told myself like, if I can make a trip to Africa every 2 years, but every time I go like see 2 to 3 countries, I will be happy. Cause it's huge. Like, but the US, I would say here in the US, I would love to go to Colorado. I would love to go to the Keys and Florida. I've been to Florida several times. Orlando, Clearwater, Kissimmee, Miami, like South Beach, of course. But I would love to go to the Keys, like go to some of the islands that are like, off of Florida, but still considered Florida. And yeah, Colorado, the Keys, and I would have to say Napa Valley. I really want to go to Napa Valley.
Yeah, man. I would go to Napa Valley for sure.
I went to LA and it was cool. But I think I might, don't judge me, I think I might be more of a San Francisco person. Like Napa Valley, San Francisco.
Been to either. I can't judge anybody.
Oh, I'm not judging you. But
I want to go. I want to go.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I want to go to California is because I want to go to Coachella. Coachella is the ultimate thing for me. If I go, I will die happy. Like,
so my Coachella is Afropunk.
So Afropunk is back in Georgia in September, and I'm buying tickets. If you want to go with me, I'll wait for you.
Girl, I will buy them. I didn't even know that was a thing. So I'm definitely going to buy them. I'll definitely be there. I need to see, are they having it in New York? So I always went to the one that was in New York. So I basically took a New York trip at least once a year to go to Afropunk. This would have been my 5th year. Last year would have been my 5th year. But I guess we'll wait. But anywho, like, yeah, I really want to go back. It's a really beautiful experience. And I think that anybody who can afford to go should go.
Definitely should go. It is something to see. It is something to see for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. They just announced that they was bringing it back to Georgia. And I'm just like, yes. And I'm here finally.
When did they announce that?
I just saw it today on Instagram. So it's September 22nd, I think. But tickets go on sale next week.
I'm there.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
I'm there.
Hi, I'm so excited.
I'm there.
I'm so excited.
I am there.
I'm so excited. I just feel like it's gonna be just it's gonna be mad different in Georgia. I feel like I went to Pride out here. Oh my
God. It was crazy.
Oh my God. I've never seen Pride like this before. Like it was just it was wild, but it was tame wild. Like
it was carefree.
It was very carefree and Black as fuck. And I loved it. And like everywhere we was at, especially like the main, I'm not gonna say the main, but a lot of people were in Piedmont Park. And it was just like all the businesses had like just, I hate to say gay stuff, but just like the community stuff all over the place. And, you know, it was just like, so embracing. And it was just Black people everywhere. Carefree.
That's what I loved about Afro Punk. The first time I went to Afro Punk, I cried like a baby.
It's like
it was just so beautiful.
Every time I do something like, I'm not gonna say every time I do something, but every time I do like go out like to the city or go somewhere and I just see a whole bunch of Black people, I just be getting so like emotional. Because it's like, and the thing about that I really love, and one of the main reasons why I moved down here is because Black people who made it are not gatekeepers down here. Everybody is eating. Somebody could be doing the exact same thing as you, and both of y'all is sitting at the table eating. Yeah, and they sharing their secrets. They telling you where to go. They telling you how to move. They telling you how not to move.
I love that.
I love it. I love it so much. Like, it's crazy to me that I had to come somewhere else for that, because Cleveland got the gems. Cleveland got some gems, but everybody out there want to be a celebrity. Like they can't share. You can't share.
It's the love. That's the love hate thing I have for Cleveland, because on one point, first of all, we all celebrities somehow. We all, first of all, we're the celebrities everywhere. Like, but I think that allows us to walk around with a different type of pride than most people do. And then I also think that it gives this confidence that people can't help but to respect if they're from somewhere else. But then it's also like, don't act like we don't work at Amazon together.
Okay. Don't act like we ain't go to the
celebrity. You a celebrity on the weekends.
Like,
but it's like also respected though, because it's like, you know what, you supposed to feel like that about yourself. You are. You are.
And people, and that's how I knew it was time for me to transition out of Cleveland, because people literally get so mad because you walk around like you better than everybody else. And I feel like you are supposed to be like that to a certain degree. You have to feel that way about yourself in order for your things, not even your things, your blessings to fall into alignment. Literally. Like, I be trying to tell people all the time, like, you know, read the word. It's saying in there, you are your inheritance. You're supposed to walk, talk, and speak like it's already yours. How am I supposed to do that if I ain't got it like that. I ain't this, I ain't that.
Man,
I don't got it yet, but I got it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I tell people, even the people that's spiritual, you know what I'm saying? What do you think manifestation is? You speaking it into existence. You speaking it into yours. You have to talk like it's yours. You have to walk like it's yours already. So, listen, I was getting too much flack on it. I'm just like, oh, y'all trying to stay where y'all at. I'm good.
Right.
This ain't where I'm trying to be at. Okay. As soon as I really start sticking to it, like you told me to, once I really start sticking to it and being consistent, I did get everything I asked for. I did want to move into an apartment. We got us a townhouse. You know what I'm saying? Got me a backyard for my baby. Like I said, I wanted. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 bathrooms too. Look, I wanted
2
more
bathrooms,
space.
you know.
Right. Like I wanted more space. I wanted all of this. You know what I'm saying? I wanted all these things. And I got everything I asked for. You know what I'm saying? Because I started acting like it was already mine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And being consistent with myself and what I really wanted to do. So shout out to you for staying on my ass. Because no, for real, I really didn't have too many people staying on my ass. That's for sure. That's for sure. And that's another thing, you know what I'm saying? You don't have too many people pouring into you all the time. So you have to be the bridge builder by yourself. So I felt you when you said that, like, why it's always got to be me.
Sometimes it's let me say this. Had I not built the bridge for myself, other people wouldn't be able to use it.
Period. And that's how I feel.
So I just, anytime I'm feeling like, oh my God, right. I'm just like, girl, just let them on through. Just let them on through. And when you figure out some more stuff and you build a new bridge, more people can come through. But it's like, so one of the things I always say, it's impossible to be self-made. First of all, it's scientifically impossible. But then adding to, so you're saying that nobody ever encouraged you, you never watched the show and was encouraged? Because had that person not done what they did, you wouldn't have seen them at TV and you would have never been encouraged. So I always say, like, I'm not self-made, but I'm self-funded. And that's something like I'm very proud of, being able to say, like, hey, I took my money and flipped it and did X, Y, and Z with it. Now, I don't look down on nobody else who didn't do that. But from my standpoint, that's where I draw a lot of my pride from. That's where I draw a lot of my goals from, and a lot of my drive and ambition and continuing, willing to continue from, is the fact that, hey, like, you're self-funded. And if you can't, if you don't do this, then who behind you would want to? Exactly. Especially if they looked up to you.
Exactly. And it's about legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, where I'm at, especially in my family, listen, okay, legacy. In my family, you know what I'm saying? I had to realize that it's going to be me. It's going to be me breaking them generational curses.
And it has to be.
Building the legacy. You know what I'm saying? Soon as I really start digging into it and doing that, my family follow. You know what I'm saying? My daddy, who is headstrong than a mug, don't care about what nobody got to say, apologizing for past traumas. You know what I'm saying? Apologizing to us because he didn't know. Going to therapy. You know what I'm saying? Talking to mentors. All of this other stuff. Because I did it first. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to take credit for it, but I had to let him know, if you want to be a part of our life, I need from you. You know what I'm saying? And just all that, you know what I'm saying? As far as my parenting goes, we totally different parents, but having to, tell him, like, no, I ain't doing it like that. No.
I agree.
I respect your opinion. I respect what you got to say. And that may have worked for you, but it don't work for me. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, them generational curses with my sisters, my friends, even, you know what I'm saying? It's something. It's definitely something. And it get rough. They get rough out here.
They do.
It's not too many of us out here. It's not too many of us out here.
It's just enough, though.
It's just enough. And, luckily I've been blessed to run into some people who are on the same stuff I'm on. Because I'll be like, oh, Lord, can't talk to my dad about that, or can't talk to my grandma about that, because they don't know nothing about, they don't know about it. They ain't trying to hear it. But
oh, my bad. What time?
No, go ahead.
What time is it? My game about to come on.
Oh, it's 7:59. Oh, we can wrap up.
I'm sorry. I I gotta put money on this game. I'm trying to. The first is coming, you know.
Period. Okay, say less.
It's giving. It's giving. Make the rent. Rent is due. So I need to be where the money resides. I'm just like,
right. Okay. Period. Okay. Well, wrapping up the show. Plug in your socials.
Okay, so again, everybody can follow me on Instagram. My name is Business Bae C, straight through, just the way the words are spelled, with C at the end. And then on Twitter, I am From the Rib with 2 B's. If you listen to this, if you DM me the name Crystal, well, actually DM me PSA Flavor, and I will shoot you over a discount code for 25% off. Most of my services are at least $100, so that's $25 off. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting Crystal. Crystal, thank you so much for having me on. Can't wait to work together. And thank you so much, Sean, for putting everything together and being a great director of light. So I appreciate y'all greatly. Thank you for having me again.
Yes, ma'am. We love to see it, y'all. All right. Well, y'all for tuning in. And check us out. Y'all know our socials. Like, comment, and share. And as always, have a good night.